snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, another beautiful move.
Man, that's better than the 2-step, isn't it?
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. The 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
7-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
out of the gun. It's Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught left side by Bryant. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 10.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Jackson operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Cowboys 21, Ravens 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
21, Ezekiel.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
It's 4th down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
48 yards.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
44-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Past the 20.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Prescott yet again. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One last shot for Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Today's final score,
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.